right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching this and what time you're watching this. We are still talking about how do you develop your child's talent, and I've been using this manual. Some of the things that I wrote down, maximizing your talents and skills. And with me today, I'm with my daughter Hadassah. Welcome to the show. And how are you? You can greet the viewers.
Yeah, my name is Hadassah. Yeah, and I'm good.
She's called the Hadassah Neema Moturi, and she's one of very talented when it comes to skating. Hey, you scare me. You know, that is one game that when you're doing it, I feel like,
Definitely.
yeah, because, oh, by the way, tell me your journey about skating. Because when you've won, by then you could have just come with what you won. Anyway, are they inside here?
Yeah.
You want to get it? Hope it won't disrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good. When it comes to skating, she's super. She can skate. And that is among our talents. I don't know that you can be. Maybe it's very far, you can leave it. We can, there's no need to. I wish we had prepared ourselves. I can check it for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can just lift up.
So
What was it? You can talk to us, yes.
Okay, first of all, I wanna. Okay, before when I was the first time I did skating when I was 5. I was 5 years
You
old.
were 5 years old?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then one day I used to go to a school called Mount Lavena. And then Dad one day just came with roller skates and he was like, "One day you need to start skating." Then he came with them as a gift. And then also at school they offering skating, so it actually gave me a very good opportunity to start skating. Then ever since I never stopped skating. Okay, I only stopped for like 2 years because when you moved, the surface was not very convenient. But then I resumed again.
Mm-hmm. Now tell me about skating.
Yeah.
How do you find it? Because sometimes as much as I like people doing the skating, the first time I saw people doing skating, it was in the CBD. There's a place where they do the CBD over the weekends. Opposite, it's just behind Aga Can Walk. Around Aga Can Walk. We've never been there, but if you go there, you'll see wonders because there's so many boys and girls, and then they're skating, and then they're doing like this, and then they just go around. And I looked and I said, "Oh, people can do this." And then I used to see on TVs and on some games and such, and I could feel like this thing can't be real until when I discovered that you can be able to do all those things. How has been your journey? Because it's been having the good and the bad. Do you remember one time when we went to TRM and then we ended up going to the hospital? Yeah, tell me.
We had gone to TRM for skating. Then I fell. I broke my arm. Another time I grazed my whole knee, which took a long time to heal. So yeah, there have been a lot of accidents. And right now at school, I've had several accidents, but the most serious one is when I broke my arm at the rooftop of TRM. It has not been a very easy journey, but it has taken a lot of training over many years, but at least I got a hang of it.
By the way, even the one that we went to TRM, you never broke, but it's like the muscles had some issues, but it was not something very serious. But you were very young by then. You were in which grade?
Grade 2, yeah.
You were in grade 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're in junior 2?
Yeah, junior secondary.
Yes, junior 2, yeah. But you are pro now. You can train other people.
Yeah, but I still haven't completed my training yet. But I can also train others because a student learns best from another student. Yeah, so I can train somebody. Yeah, you can offer me businesses.
Oh, I can connect you for businesses. Yeah.
You create a video.
Yeah.
Hadassah Neema will train your child how to skate.
But you're the one who trains Gracia. But you're good. You can be able, because I always see the way you go. In fact, even you can be skating to school.
Yeah, but I'm really very scared that I'm gonna fall. Yes.
You get scared that you're gonna fall? Or me?
Every time I skate, I'm like, slowly, I'm gonna fall.
Yeah, because you see, you rush. And then there is this thing you put on and then you just go like this. You know what I mean? I get lost. You know, I think when I was growing up, some of the games we used to play was football. We never got even to these indoor games. Even in our primary school, the only thing we had was football. What else? I think that was the only thing we had.
But then how did you know to play handball?
Handball is when I was in high school, when I was in St. Paul's Kekano. I broke my leg here because one student, I was playing and I didn't have the shoes for playing football. The ones which have some grids from down. And then I think I had rubber shoes, and then I got it here, and it really, this leg, it's like this place got disfigured, and I had to stay in the hospital and all that. And then when I came back, I changed to handball. So because I discovered my hand is big, you see, when I do like this, so I decided to do that. I changed it to handball. So that is how I moved from football. And then I think from there, the appetite for football just not, I've not been, I don't really much, and then handball and such. But again, also with time, I changed my interests. From sports, I think my interest went into books, and books, writing, and doing other things, less of sports as such. But if we sweep the policy around, when I want to play, I can play. But I'm not, there are people who are, they follow Man U, Arsenal. I'm not that into that. But if I want to play, I can play. If I want just to watch, I can watch. But again, also, there are many other interests.
Only so you want advocating for football team or Argentina. That's the only time I saw you very excited with football. The final World Cup, like Argentina.
So football so consumes a lot of time.
Yeah.
So when whether they're doing Africa Cup of Nations or World Cup, I leave them. They just go towards the end. That is when I just join in.
Yeah.
And then, because again also it consumes a lot of time, and because of the many things that I do, when you're watching a game, you have to, sometimes when you get addicted, you have to. So it also consumes a lot of time. Yeah. Great. Now tell me about, what did you win? You have a. This is what? Is it silver? Is it medal? It's bronze. Tell me, what was it? You can tell people.
Yeah. When I was in grade 6, that was in 2020. In 2022. Yeah, I was in grade 6. Then the school was going for competition. Okay, the first competition I did not go because from the 2 years which I did not skate, I still hadn't perfected it, so I couldn't go for the first competition. Then the second competition I went, then there were short races and long distance races. So the short ones, the people there were kind of rough, so I only went like once. Then I got afraid because the other people who were skating had different types of skates, and then they were really rushed because like 4 people in our school got injured. So only went for the long distance ones because it was less competitive. And that's when I won this medal, the bronze one.
Yeah, that's great. So what are you looking forward? What is your plan when it comes to skating?
Yeah, this year I wanted to complete my training and perfect. Then after maybe around first term, then I can start going for competitions.
Great. Tell me some of the other talents that you have, some other skills that you have, some of the games that you play.
Oh yeah,
apart from skating.
Yeah, that I was doing handball. No, not handball, netball. Sorry, my hand is very tiny, so I can't do handball. So I was doing netball. Then I still have to perfect on netball. Then after that, I'll try basketball. Yeah.
But I know you run. You've not talked about
I
athletics.
used to run, yes.
You want to tell me you stopped because you used to be the leading?
Not exactly leading. Okay, the top 5 I will be there. Yeah.
What happened?
I used to run, then sometime I realized that it was a forced skill. Like I can go and win, but I wasn't very comfortable with running.
But you used to run. You used to be a top 5.
Yes, but
in your class, in your school.
Yeah, I used to be top 5. Yeah, but I can do it for fun. But competitions.
So what do you think you're very comfortable doing?
Yeah, I'm very comfortable with skating. And sometimes running, but the long distance, not the short ones, which people normally can even hit you. Maybe from 200 meters upwards.
So we'll be running around.
Yeah,
because I know you can be able to do that. You are light and you can run. I know that. Yeah. You scare me when it comes to of course I sometimes win, but you scare me because
only handball. The rest no.
When it comes to running,
no, I am faster, way faster. Maybe handball because
So that
I'm
is
a
why
trainer.
we need to develop that talent, because you can be like, I don't know, Biri who run, like Mary Mora, they just run and they get awards, they win, and they compete.
Yeah.
You can be able to do that. Tell me, which other talents do you think you have?
Besides sport, I can do journalism. Like I can maybe the research part of journalism where I can research mainly about animals and the sky. Yeah. I can do research about different animals. Yeah, like the extinct are the ones which died and humans, or the maybe many people did not get a chance to see them, or the endangered ones which are like very few. I do research on those, and I can write a whole essay. On it. Yeah.
But I always see you're the one who edits the news. What's your role when it comes to news in your school?
Oh yeah, and
Are you the one who's in charge of the debating club?
Yeah, debating and journalism. Basically, journalism, I normally write the scripts which they're gonna do, and maybe try and give the guys who are going to present some tips and try to coach them, and then I just give them the script and then they're ready to go. Yeah, I rarely do presenting because sometimes I do it, but when there are some people who maybe want to try it, and so there are many people who want to try it, so I cannot hinder them an opportunity, so I just let them do it.
So your work is just to do the planning.
Yeah, the planning, the writing of the script, making sure that they pronounce all the words correctly.
You know what you do? That is what you call production management. You see, when you see news, there are people who are doing the production management. It's what we call the production manager. We have the director, we have the floor manager, we have the production assistant. These are the people who run. You never get to see them, but the ones who run, the ones who guide you, do this, do that. We want to do this for a perfect production. We are many. We have this and that. We have a team. So their work is just to make sure that everything is running well. So that is part of production. You are not the one who people are able to see, but you're the one who is behind the scenes, helping that everything runs out in a way that it can be very coherent and people can be able to enjoy and watch you. So still that is part of a production that you're doing.
Yeah.
Great. Now, what we've been discussing here, and what do you think is the role of a parent or a teacher or guardian in developing a child's talent? What is the role? How can parents, how can teachers, how can guardians help their children to develop their talents?
Okay, first of all, I think they should encourage the child, because I think the child, what the parent says is mostly what he or she is gonna do. So the parent should be able to encourage the child. Yeah, because if he doesn't, or maybe starts discouraging the child, like he or she can not even get the motivation, because the parents can be the most close people maybe around him or her. Yeah, so like the parents should encourage the child. Then also provide resources, because like skating, one can need skating shoes. If it's running, we need running shoes. Yeah. So to provide the resources.
Encourage your child, and then also provide resources.
Yeah, with a happy heart. Yeah.
With a happy heart.
So the parents who provide, and they're like, these things will save me a lot of money, and then they give you a long. Yeah. So I think with a happy heart, and also you try again and encourage your child. Because you can build those resources, and at the same time you are discouraging your child. Yeah.
So give them the resources, and then encourage them to use them, and even to perfect their skills. What else do you think the parents can be able to do, the guardians can be able to do, the teachers can be able to do to develop? Probably something else apart from encouraging them and also providing the resources. What else?
Maybe taking them to like training programs, or maybe enrolling a coach if it's sports. If it's debate, you try. Like if you're good in journalism, like you can coach somebody and train him about journalism, or how to start a YouTube channel. Yeah, you look for a resource person whom the child can easily relate to. Yeah.
What do you think is the future? Like now with the CPC, what do you think is the future when it comes to talents, skills, with the new system? Because you're the pioneers of CPC, what do you think is the future of people who are talented?
I think the future is bright, because people who like drawing, now you have like this specific subject called visual art where people can draw. So it starts perfecting their talent when they are young. So by the time they are getting maybe to university, they already have a firm basis, and they can continue with that time. Because right now art is like a formal talent where people where people can earn a lot of money. So people maybe start forming a basis in junior secondary, like the visual art or performing arts where people sing and perform. I think it won't be very hard, so I think it will be very easy, so the future will be bright.
Oh, great. To tell me about the subjects, because I understand like now the subjects have changed. What are some of the changes we need to experience in the junior 2? Because I know they have changed a bit of subjects, because you've been doing how many subjects? 13? 14. Yeah. So what are some of the changes we're expecting?
Yeah, the subjects are going to be reduced to 9. Most of them have been integrated into one subject. Yeah.
Will you be able to know which ones have been integrated, or maybe probably you need to have, because I know they did a circular.
Yeah, I'll try like integrated science, like the science is integrated with health education, which now health education is just how to improve one's health and others. So now it has been integrated with the former science, integrated science. Then we have agriculture has been integrated with home science. Then PE has been integrated with the visual arts, performing arts, and computer. Yeah, those are the ones I can remember.
Talk about the sign language, because you did French and then at some point you dropped French. Talk about Kenya Sign Language.
Yeah, our school offers sign language, and so I...
Even there's Mandarin. You didn't want to do Chinese?
Yeah, I didn't want to do Chinese, so I just decided to do sign language.
Yeah. Tell me, how are you getting sign language? How is it? And what is the future? What are you planning to do with sign language?
Yeah, sign language is just a language used by the deaf community in Kenya, and I do it in school, and I am still learning. I am still in KSL level 1. And the future of what I'm planning to do. Yeah,
with Kenya Sign Language.
Yeah, because I've seen most people, maybe if they are like the big conference and people are trying, they have like a sign language interpreter. So when there may be events which are happening, maybe if the person who comes to maybe is hard of hearing, maybe does not hear very well, like you can go and interpret, and you can interpret and help this person try to understand what is going on. Because you see, maybe other people maybe if the person maybe gives a joke and then the other people laugh, then this person is like, what's going on? Because he really can't hear, and he or she might feel discouraged and lock himself or herself up, saying that the other people maybe do not think, so maybe trying to be an interpreter might be good. Yeah.
Great. You can teach me. You can teach us a little bit about Kenya Sign Language. How do you say good morning?
Good.
Good morning.
This
way. This way.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning. As the sun is.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Like the sun is here.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Then good evening.
Good evening. Great.
Then good night, like you are putting
good night. Great. I'm very happy. How do you do that?
I.
I is like this.
I is like this is letter I. I, yes. And when you put it I. I'm very happy.
Wow, that's so nice. So if I want to do a speech, you can be able to do the sign language. Can I try?
Yeah.
Can we do a little bit of it?
Yeah, and don't put a lot of complicated words.
Okay, don't put a lot of complicated. Okay. Hi, how are you? We welcome you to participate in our discussion.
Yeah, I'm still in KSL level 1, so
okay. I need to go a little bit. You should not be able to be too fast. Great. I welcome you to comment.
I don't know to send comment.
Okay. To subscribe.
I don't know to.
You've not done those words. Okay. That's great. So that is really quite encouraging. So we want just to wind up our program for today, but what we were saying is you can get a copy of this book. I did this book some years back. Which year was that? I think I did, can I remember the year? It should be 2018. This one I did 2017. Maximizing skills and talent, and then I have really focused much on how do you develop your child's talent. So if you have a child outside there, you can encourage them. You as a parent, you can use this book to encourage your child. I have done a number of things. How do you identify your child's talent? In fact, Hadassah, you're going to read for us here. There's something I've done about how do you read. how do you discover, how can you be able to develop? Let me see whether we can be able to look at developing your talent, believing your talent. There's something we talked about, how to balance your child's talent with education, the role of a parent in developing it. But do you think your talents are affecting the way you do your studies in class?
Yeah, they can, but in my case, they really don't. Because also, you have a talent, it also goes hand in hand with time management. Because you cannot spend all of your time, because you have to be, again, an all-round student. You have to concentrate on your studies. So you cannot be skating the whole day. Just specific days.
Great. You can give a gist to those people outside there, chapter 3. You can read for them, those who have not read the book, so you can be able to understand what is inside there. You can read chapter 3, probably one page and the other page, and then we'll finish. Those of you who have not read my book, who have not read this book, kindly, you can just have a feel. We are in chapter 3, discovering your talent. You can go, you can read.
Very few people are privileged to discover their talent at a tender age. The majority tend to discover their talent at a later age. Nevertheless, here's the bottom line. You need to discover your talent. Talent can manifest in different forms. It can be through voice or our actions. There are talents that manifest when one is singing, playing football or handball, when one is in front of a crowd, when giving a speech, one is drawing or performing a task in front of people. A talent can be hidden. Sometimes you need to be keen enough to discover a talent that is hidden. Somebody can have a talent of leading people, but he has never been exposed. Somebody can be good in singing, but he has never taken the action to sing. Some talents are hidden simply because of one's personality. For example, it takes a lot of peaceful, phlegmatic to probably talk or participate. Often it will take another person to provoke them into action.
Phlegmatic.
Yes.
Phlegmatic people, yeah.
Yeah, are good, but they need somebody to prompt them. Phlegmatic people can never volunteer to do something, unlike the popular sanguine who are outgoing and are willing to perform a presentation at any time. A talent can be inactive. This simply means that such a talent has not been put into use. When a talent is not put into use, it becomes inactive. You need to activate the talent for it to be operational by putting it into use. A talent can be dormant because somebody does not have the time for the gift because he is busy and investing a lot of energy in that work. A person can be a good footballer, but he is working in a company that has no opportunity to manifest his gifts on sports. A talent is dormant. When a talent is dormant, its inherent power and potential cannot be seen. A talent can be undeveloped. You can have a talent and fail to develop it to its fullest potential. This simply means that you will be operating below your potential. When a talent is undeveloped, it means that the person does not invest in the talent because he does not see the value in it. Others don't develop their talents because they fear. Others are told not to put a lot of effort on the talent because of education. Sometimes others are discouraged and so they do not develop their talent.
A talent can be wasted. There are many, we've not finished. A talent can be wasted. A talent can be misused. We've talked about how do you discover your talent now. We have a number of them. We have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So kindly you can grab a copy of this book, or you can, if you're within Nairobi, I can be able to drop your book, or you can be able to get. If you're in Kisii, you go to Nyasiveka bookshop, you can be able to get my copy of my book. If you are in United States of America, Udla Momanya has my books, she can be able to get you the copies. So we want just to welcome everybody. You can be able to read, because I believe strongly that iron sharpens iron as another man sharpens another man. May probably for your final remarks, even as we wind up today's program.
Yeah, I would like to encourage anyone who has discovered a talent that he or she should keep going, because that talent can take a person like a long way.
Okay. So take it to great places.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So kindly you can share, you can comment, you can comment, you can share, and then also you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great time wherever you are. Thank you.